You got spare game codes or any digital goods? There is a place you can sell them in less than 1 minute. Watch. Go to G2A.com. Click Start Selling. Fast login. Go to My Account and click on Selling tab. Sell new item. Enter name, code, set a price. And done. G2A.com Digital Marketplace. Global selling simplified.
So, here we go again. The second map is upon us. Big shout out to Mizla for tuning in. Thank you for being around for more than 2 years, I believe. So, big shout out also to your little child, if she is actually watching with you. So, let's hop into the game. It's the second map between Space Soldiers and between GODSENT. So, we will see if the Swedish team can get back on track. They lost the first one 16-10 on Mirage with a great performance by Paz and also by Xantares. But I don't think I have to mention Xantares when we speak of good performances anymore. It should be a given. Wow, that was one of the quickest knife rounds ever. Meta police, yeah, I don't know. You can check Mizla's Twitter account, by the way, to see proof of her gender. I always say thank you for tuning in, guys and girls, by the way, just so you know. So, GODSENT will start on the CT side and I have to adjust the score. No, I don't. My prediction has been right. GODSENT on the CT side on Cobblestone, a map that Space Soldiers have been born on. They have been raised over there and they live here as well. And it's going to be hard for the Swedes to really get themselves going. But they get the first frag thanks to Schneider's push in A. The CTs seem to have a counter strat ready for Space Soldiers. Do they? I don't know. But Pronax, no, twist slipped through their fingers. And he picks up 2 looks from afar, but at the same time, Xantares slipped through the CT's fingers as well. His teammates just have to stay alive, but it's gonna be hard. There goes another one. The bomb is being carried by Daspi, and he is desperately going for the bomb site, trying to plant it, while Xantares tries to intercept the CTs on his own. Nobody there to shoot down yet, but the CTs are all over the place. Look at that. 5 CTs to retake the bomb site against 2 terrorists. It's gonna take a miracle to pull this off for Xantares and Despe. There goes the first. Oh, the second by Xantares. He's just simply wrong. This is not right to do stuff like that. Despe has a fighting chance. Now he goes to work on another one. Schneider's down to 32. He goes in for the fight against Pov, dancing around the pillars, trying to buy as much time as possible, and they need so long. The bomb is ticking like mad. Will they be able to defuse it? No, they won't. What a clutch by Xantares and Despe. Oh, Schneider and Pov have to retreat and try to save their armor. 1-0 in favor of Space Soldiers. What a kill. What a double kill by Xantares. Simply insane. Waiting behind the door. The CTs came running and flying past, trying to get rid of him. 2 headshots. And in close quarters, the Glock is not too bad. It has enough bullets. And Despe with another frag just to seal the deal. And then the dancing around the box was really the last nail in the coffin for the CTs. Twisting Company with kind of a mixed bar here. Deagles for 2 players. 2 of them have saved armor as well, so they're right to invest some money, trying to make it expensive for the terrorists at least. Schneider already on the tree, looking for a cheeky frag from above, but he got shut down. Nope. Actually, he jumped down himself. Terrorists have themselves covered quite nicely. And pass with the last one onto Pov. So it's 3. Yeah, of course I care about the pronunciation. Thank you for telling me the Jethro, by the way. Jethro, probably. Another pronunciation. Is that because of NCIS? Because I freaking love that series. So the CTs left with USPs and nothing else. Space Soldier has already taken huge amounts of damage due to the double nade into B long. Xantares down to 12 and Engine down to 14. Good call by GODSENT to make this one as close as possible with that amount of investment. Since there is no action, they will quickly rotate back to the A bomb site, trying to put up some more resistance to the terrace. But Schneider goes down already. Necro going for the peek into the slope, but there is nobody around to shoot. He just barely hits those edges. Now he gets a frag, but it's a little bit too late. But Necro with another one, and as soon as that, the terrorists will run in. And ironically, Xantares and Engine stayed alive. The ones that started the round with 12 and 14 HP stay alive, and Tugux and Despe were going down. Doesn't matter too much. Some damage has been dealt by the CTs, but not too much, as you can see yourself. The terrorists will be able to buy up, or at least force it. Schneider pushes through the smoke, and he should have known that that is not how smokes work anymore. It has been patched quite a few weeks ago. The incendiary nade will only be extinguished on the smoke. So it's gonna spread on the other side of the smoke. But well, he lost 36 HP. No, that's not right. 56 HP. Math skills for the win. The terrorists are taking their time, gathering as much map control as possible. Just like kids and their fathers in the woods when gathering mushrooms. Xantares trying to pick up something here in drop zone, but nobody shows up. He knows they are around. They have to be around. He's just holding on to position as the CTs are pushing in together. Twist and Pov retake the drop zone. They know how important it is. And who doesn't know, he has to watch some mouse sports demos, because they basically lose and win matches over there. Pronox waiting in the corner, supported by Pov, and that's a good frag for the CTs, kicking off the killing in this round. Xantares still waiting for the right moment to push in there, while his terrorist teammates are making their way into B platform. The CTs with a rotation right now. Schneider and Lecro still have to cover some ground to be there to help their teammates, while Space Soldiers are trying to capture the bomb site. Bomb is out for Xantares, but he knows there is somebody behind that wall. Twist goes down as well as Lecro, and suddenly the terrorists have swung the round back again. Oh, Tugux with a good frag onto Schneider, making it a 4v2. Pov and Pronox have to retake the bomb site, and Pov didn't get the frag here, even though Tugux was standing out in the open. Pronox angles around the site, but doesn't get the frag either. Pass with a refrag, Pov with a double, turning it back into a 1v2. But he's running out of time. The bomb is ticking really fast, and he has to pull out already. There is no way that he can clutch it anymore. Despe with the last frag. Space Soldiers make it 4-0. Living up to the expectations of myself, at least on the second map. I have to admit, I didn't expect them to win the first map. Mirage was definitely not on my page, at least not for Space Soldiers. Pov waiting at platform with a 5-7, and Lecro going for the long range shots with a Steagle, supported by Schneider with an HE to cover the back, or the retreat rather. Now Engine looking to get some info and some map control again. The terrorists are taking their time, and that's something really good to see. They are not really nervous or anything. They work together like you were able to see just now. Tugux and Xantares were peeking around the corner, so even if one went down, the other one would have gotten the refrag. Twist with the CZ75 trying to help his teammate out. The CZ is not the long-range weapon that he needed or would have needed. Pov is now standing alone on the rotation as the Terrace moved in as a unit. Tugix with the 2 frags, passing Xantares with 1 each. And Pov is just waiting underneath the rail. Xantares is there, 5-0. Xantares and Paz once again on top of the squad. And Paz is somebody that has shown up to the Turkish scene a little later than his teammates. Space Soldiers have been around for quite long already, but they barely switched their squad, so their lineup has been unchanged for a long time. Now Xantares is in drop zone already. He gets another frag in there onto Schneider. The CTs are furious right now. You can see it in their playing style. They run out into the open. They try to rush the position again that they just lost. And it seems like it's Xantares' job to keep them furious. Twist is trying to seal the B-bombs while his teammates take care of A together. Twist really has to pick up the frag instantly and then has to stay alive, but he doesn't. Despre is quicker on the trigger. Lecro and Pronex can retreat already. They have to give up this round. Pronex on 12, that's what Xantares is asking for. The T's could actually go for the exit frags. They have 8k on 2 players. After this round they will have even more money on the other 4. So they could try and remove those 2 rifles. But I think that Space Soldiers still have some respect left for themselves. So, the CTs are back on weapons thanks to the 2 saved rifles. You can see that Pov has dropped for his teammate, or invested so much money, actually. And Space Soldiers on a 6-0 lead with only 2 and 3 frags on the CTs. They simply don't kill enough. Sometimes you can argue, oh, very good executions, blah, blah, blah. But this time around, it's simply not... It's the frags that they fail to get. And we have seen that same kind of situation on Mirage already when Space Soldiers lost 4... No, there were 4 1v1s and Space Soldiers lost 3 of the 1v1s. The first half on Mirage could have ended way differently if Space Soldiers would have won the 1v1 situations. But since they didn't, they ended up not having that big of a lead. Or actually no lead in the first half on Mirage. But this time around, they do everything right. They stay together. They don't allow the CTs to go for refrags. Let's see what GODSENT can do. They already have some good amount of information. And they have the counter boost by Pov. So as soon as the terrorists will make that push, they will be backstabbed by Pov. And possibly even by Schneider, who takes a very long route throughout the terrorist spawn, actually. Tugix with the first frag, but now it's Twist shining up. He's getting himself 2 frags. Despre with the refrags, and Terrace makes it a 3v2. Schneider and Lecro together. Schneider's coming in from the back still. And I think the terrorists must know that. They already turn around. Tugix covers the back. Now he turns away. They know where he's coming from. Schneider takes his time, but gets a frag. And that was the most important thing to do. 12 seconds on the clock. The terrorists need to hurry up to plant the bomb. And Xantares is still being pushed. Oh, Lecro with the frag at the same time that Xantares picks it up. And Schneider turns up as well. Xantares out in the open, planting the bomb on the ledge of the statue. And Space Soldiers lose the first round. GODSENT really worked hard for that one. It took them 2 backstabbers to get it back. But man, they are behind with 5 rounds. Cobblestone is more or less a 50-50 map now. So let's not call it a day yet. But the money is not looking good for the CTs at all, and the HP is not looking good either. 12 for Twist, 63 for Licro. And the Terrorists have gathered quite some map control already. They are still working on A long. Xantares has B long under control. Now let's see that exchange. It's gonna be crucial. Schneider is on top of his teammate with the AWP. Now they toss out the nade and retreat again. And Terrorists will capture A main as well. I'm still not sure what the Terrorists are up to. Now that I say that, oh, the bomb is not actually going for the full rotation yet. Now Xantares will join his teammates on the A execution. It's about time, Space, so just switch it up a little bit. It gets too predictive if you only attack the B side. Even if you're successful all the time, sometimes throwing in an A strategy or at least an A fake is, well, is helpful to your versatility on the strats. And look at that, they just step in. 2 CTs hit the floor quite hard. 3 standing, make that 2. Twist turns it back into 2v4, 2v3 now, but he goes down and Pronox is the last man standing with a ticking bomb. And the defuse kit, he still has a chance, but not against Xantares with a triple kill and 14 frags in 8 rounds. Roughly 2 frags every single round. Awesome play by Xantares. The highest frag count on the CTs is Twist with 7. And that's the second fragger of Spacers. The CTs are back on a save and the Terrorists will be able to inch away even further. Engine already puts down the first one. CT's desperate to get some info. Pick up a first frag in A. Push the Terrorists back. Make them slow down. Give themselves another chance to pick up a cheeky frag here or there. But at the moment, it's not looking like they can pull it off. Tugux and Pass with the frags, making it a 5v2 already. The 2 remaining CTs are on the A side and the Terrorists are already on the way to B. It's not going to be easy for GODSENT to even get a frag out of this one. There goes Pronox to Tugux. And Space Soldiers with a 4-man controlling squad on the B side. Tugux covering the back. Necro has to pull off a miracle again. Oh, that one was quite beautiful though. But passes there to pick up the refrag. 8-1 in favor of Space Soldiers. It is their best map. They have beaten SK on it with a 16-7. So it wasn't the kind of win that you grind out due to some lucky rounds here or there. It was a very decisive win against a squad that is, in my opinion, quite strong, even though SK is falling off a little bit again. They definitely have talent. And Space Soldiers was playing that match on LAN. It was on the Copenhagen Games. So the Turkish squad is really showing some promise here. And no promise for the CTs. Pov is down to Despe. Twist! Working there, but if he... Oh, he still got the frag onto Engine, but he missed the frag onto Pass. You know, you kind of expect Twist to just put 2 bullets in the head and then get that frag. Pronox having trouble as well. It's just simply not looking like GODSENT have what it takes at the moment. I'm sorry for all the Swedish viewers. I really hate saying stuff like that. But Space Soldiers hit their shots. The CTs don't hit their shots. Space Soldiers trade their frags while the CTs have trouble even getting 1 frag. And on top of that, Space Soldiers are very patient. They cover each other. They cover their backs like Tugux just does. They adjust themselves. And they are on the Terrorist side where you could say sometimes it's a little easy on the CT side, sometimes it's easy on the Terrorist side. In this matchup, a 9-1, it's not as easy as a 9-1. Chris with a good play, that's what we expect of him, but Engine is there with the refrag, and that's exactly what I was pointing out before. The terrorists are trading their frags. Even if the CTs get the edge, they only have the edge for a second. Now Pov is getting an important frag. The bomb is dropped as well in drop zone. A dangerous move by Xantares. The CTs will nade each other, and that's another factor. You know, those small mistakes. Necro with an important frag again onto engine, making it a 2v3 though. Is pass from the drop zone, from the platform area, and Schneider got the kill onto Tugux. Now he's put down by pass. 40 seconds on the clock, and Pov is unsure where the terrorist could come from. He's left alone. He has to go for a peek to check and see where the terrorist is coming from. Now the CTs know that he's around the site, so they can focus on drop zone and the bomb. They have smoked it off, and now they work together. Finally, they take their time. They take a deep breath, and they say, okay, let's work together. Pass is showing his position, and he's ambushed by Pov. A good second round by GODSENT, but they let Spacer just get back into the round, and that's something that they shouldn't have done in the first place. Still, I have hopes for GODSENT to pull it back. They are not led by one of the best in-game leaders in CSGO, at least if you take his wins into consideration. And he's always a guy that has a smile on his face. He's always got that smirk, you know. And I don't think that it's easy to get Pronax off his balance. So I expect big things on the terrorist side of GODSENT. But they still have to win a few rounds before they go into the second half, and it doesn't look good. Again, Schneider going down to engine on the A side. The CTs try to counter that A aggressive play by the terrorists. Now it's Pronax alone over there. Again, there is no refragability for the CTs. Lecro is coming in to help his teammate out. Pronax expects something to happen really soon. Lecro needs to take away the attention. There he goes. Crossfire. Good lineup by Pronax and Lecro. Both get a frag each and make it a 4v3 together. Now the terrorists are on the move to the B side. CTs with 3 players at A, leaving a big hole in their defenses on Xantares. He patiently checks out all the corners. Look at his crosshair, rather. Good crosshair placement. Twist is moving in to keep the B-bomb side under control, and he's coming in there just in the nick of time. What is happening? Xantares picks up the frag while Flash Pronax gets a second one. Oh, Lecro with his second one as well. It's a 1v2 again. Another round that goes down the wire. 20 seconds on the clock. Despe has to hurry up with his Worm God. Can he be the god of worms? Pronax and Pov working together. One from the top and one from the bottom. 8 seconds wouldn't have been enough for Despe to get the bomb planted, and GODSENT with a third round on the board. Finally getting back on track. But I would love to get an odd shot of that one. That was a very interesting situation, especially as usually if somebody's flashed, I take the time and look at the HP, I look at other information that's up for grabs, like the map and all that. So I didn't see what happened exactly on the screen. Really sick shot regardless. And by the way, somebody said something in the chat to me. I missed the chat. I just saw something red flashing past. I think it was Jethro, by the way. So if you could repeat your message, I would appreciate that a lot. The CTs would appreciate a 4th round, and maybe they can make it a 9-6. Just a 9-6 is the least that they need in the second half. They need some space, some room for error on the terrorist side. You have to try a few strategies before you find out how the CTs react and what they do and what they don't do. And how they play it. For example, GODSENT play highly aggressive on the A long approach, while they leave B open quite a lot. Now Schneider is already in the B hallways, while Pronax picks up that frag onto Xantares, and now it's the A side under attack. Pov is covering his teammate while they take care of the main advance. Now Pov with another frag. Despe with the refrag. Oh, he picks up a second, but finally somebody comes in and steps up for the CTs. Schneider with the refrag. And it seems like GODSENT is trying to counter that Space Soldier's playing style. The terrorists are focused on this area quite a lot, and in my opinion, it is too much. They had so much success on B at the start of this game. Yeah, Jethro, I can do that. And now the terrorists are a little bit angry because they lost those 8 fights, and they try to counter even harder than the CTs already counter it, and now that leaves GODSENT with a lot of space on B. Look at that aggressive play by GODSENT. No respect being paid for their opponents. Lekro has to retreat to the corner. Twist is trying to help him out, but Schneider picks up the frag, and that's the frag from the back on the terrorists. They are crammed into the corner. They are losing HP, but Despy gets a spray through the smoke onto Twist. 4v3, even though it was looking so bad for Space Soldiers, they still pull it back. But there is Pov waiting at the boulder outside of the A-bomb site, making it a 3v3 again. There is no retreat. There is only the way to the front. Engine with the headshot, but Schneider is trading him a 1v2 again. And Paz turns it on 1v1. He should know that Pov is behind him. So he has to rush. He had to rush and just pull it off. There he goes. Oh, Paz waiting for Pov, who was rushing a little bit too much. And exposes position already. Patient play by Paz. 10-4. Finally, he won a clutch round, and I'm just simply speechless. How was that even possible? The CTs had 2 backstabbers. Over there, the terrorists were all caught in here. It should have been a sure thing for GODSENT. Oh, but Twist and Pronax are doing the very best to keep the terrorists out of this game, or well, at least out of the A-bomb site. Pronax and Pov left alone after a quick exchange. Pass received 99 damage in a 2v2 now. Despy with 50 HP. Pass comes in from the slope. It's gonna be smoked off, and that actually doesn't allow Pov to get the frag. He could have encountered and countered Pass on the move to A. But that's not gonna happen anymore. Pov is being smoked off. Pronax has to hold off as well. The bomb will be planted for sure. Last round, so no reason for the CTs to go for a save. And in that sort of situation, they wouldn't go for a save. 10-10. Despy with that got onto Pronax, and Despy racks up another one. 11-4 in favor of Space Soldiers on the terrorist side. What a performance by the Turkish underdogs. The odds on CSGO launch, as I mentioned before, 71% in favor of the ex-Ancient squad, aka GODSENT, and 29% in favor of Space Soldiers. So roughly 2/3 in favor of the Swedes, 1/3 in favor of the Turkish squad. And the Swedes have to pick up this first round of the second half. Going for a B push for now, taking control of the hallways. Now they're going back to A. Just making their presence known. Space Soldiers already have Despy taking deep control over A main. He's the guy wielding the defuse kit, so maybe he should stick back a little bit. The terrorists making their move through the drop zone. Having control of that is really important. The bomb gets dropped in the sight of Engine. He picks up another frag and another one. Engine with a triple kill. 3v2. Man advantage for the CTs. Engine has Pronax taken down to 4 HP as well. Twist depletes his ammunition down to 1 bullet in the clip. And that's not gonna make his position too cozy. He managed to reload nonetheless. Oh, another frag for Twist onto Engine. Finally gets rid of the chicken hut, but Pronax gets dropped by Despy. A 2v1 now. The CTs know where Twist is. He has to plant the bomb still, but he's got 50 seconds to work with. Plenty of time. He can wait for the CTs to make a mistake. He tries to force that mistake by faking to go for B long and maybe a rotation. Planted a bomb on the B side. The CTs are still around. Now they have to make that push together. Despy takes point, but catches another bullet. Down to 1 HP. Again, 99 damage received by him. Pass with 53. Gets a frag on Twist and makes it a 12-4 scoreline in favor of Space Soldiers, who win a second pistol on the second map. They won all the pistol rounds against GODSENT. And they have to work on that. They can't show a weakness like that on Malmo. You have to win at least one pistol in a map. Or at least one pistol in a best of 3. That's the least that you can expect. And those rounds going down the wire again and again and again. 6. No, I don't know how many clutch situations we had, but so many already. 2v1s and 1v1s all over the place. Really amazing matchup so far. GODSENT with the desperation. They go for 3 Tech 9s and 2 UMPs. While the CTs have 2 FAMASes and a Max 7. And, of course, 2 rifles. I mean, 2 normal rifles. Oh, GOCL runs in the corner, being flashed. Lekro gets the better of him. Opens up the B-bomb site. Now they have the pincing movement already. Engine in the chicken heart. He was there in the first round. He is there in the second. But this time around, he only picks up 1 frag. Goes down to Pov's Tech 9. A 2v4 already, thanks to Lekro's second frag. And he can maintain control over drop zone together with his teammate. It's Schneider who holds on to the window, and now he tries to get those exit frags. Really important for the terrorists to get those kills. Schneider picks up Xantaris. Despe moving up. Despe. It's quite hard to change the pronunciation if you have pronounced it the wrong way for quite a long time. I didn't know that it was Despe, by the way. I always pronounce him Despe. Don't ask me why. The terrorists will bring 3 of the rifles the CTs have dropped to the next round. And Despe is the only one to have a rifle in this round for the CTs. They will go for a full investment. So Space Soldiers will most likely lose 2 rounds in a row before they can be back on a bye round. But let's see what the Turkish squad is up to. They have an aggressive player on platform already. Engine is holding there. He's got pass to work with. And they switch weapons. A really cool team play there. Those are the tiny things that make me smile and make me believe in humanity again. When teammates switch weapons like that. Because it's simply better for Pass to have the CZ75. And it's better for Engine to have the 5.7. But in the start of the round, it was better for Engine to have the CZ75 because he didn't know if he would face off in a close encounter. Pronex will still get the frag, but he loses a lot of his HP. And the terrorists are slowing down now. Really dangerous for GODSENT. They can't afford to lose this round. They know the pressure is up. It's a quarterfinal of a $20,000 league, by the way. The majority of the prize money will obviously go to the winner. GOCL with a kill onto Schneider. Lekro finally gets the kill, but Pass with a headshot onto Pov, and now they retreat again. They tried to waste some time. 27 seconds on the clock. Pass with another headshot onto Lekro. A 2v3 now, man advantage for the CTs. Twist moves in with the AK. He tags down Xantaris, but he gets tagged himself down to 58. Now Despe is around. Quick and easy headshot onto Twist, who was exposed already. Caught him in the corner. Is Pronex, and he's relieved of that. Despe with the last frag. 13-5 in favor of Space Soldiers. What a performance, man. By the way, I promised to talk about the pings for Jethro. It's roughly 45 for Space Soldiers and roughly 30 for GODSENT. So the ping is definitely not an issue for the 2 teams. And pro players are usually very vocal about server issues, so we would know if there was packet loss, I'm pretty sure. Max 7 still for GOCL. I wonder why. Well, they don't have money, but they have an AWP for Despe. On the other side, we have 3 AKs for GODSENT, a UMP for Twist, and a Tech 9 for Pov. So thanks to the previous round and the amount of kills they got, the terrorists go for the full investment again. Pronex already inside the site, taking away the attention of the CTs from the A bomb site, but the CTs on the rotation. The terrorists are capturing the drop zone and the rotation as well. TGOCS with an important frag. Paz and Despy answer as well. Make it a 1v3 in a matter of seconds. This round gets turned from bad to worse for the terrorists. It started off not too badly though, but thanks to the CTs fragging, Space Soldiers make it 14-5. A good idea by Pronex. They had 3 players over here. 3. They had 1 player over here. And Pronex was running into the side just to make the CT stay in here. The rest of the terrorists were capturing the rotation and they wanted to cut off the CTs. But TGOCS' frag was so important with that Max 7 and he plays it again. So his frag was really important. Then the CTs were able to get back into the rotation area and seal off the terrorists. Dropping the bomb, of course, in the process. And denying GODSENT control of A. 2 more rounds to go for Space Soldiers to pull the upset and get themselves 1 step closer to the majority of the prize money. It will be 10,000 for the first place. Not bad at all. For an online tournament, by the way, so it's not that time consuming. A LAN usually is more time consuming and they usually have leagues that drag on for longer. So we have the reconnect. The server still has to be fixed by our admins. And I can't switch to... Now I can again. So we have the terrorists on that desperate last attempt to win a round for themselves and keep Space Soldiers from match point. Despy on 2 HP. TGOCS is low as well. Lekro gets flashed into the site. He picks up 1 frag, but Paz with a reply. Now Pov goes to work on Paz. And it's trade for trade for trade. Lekro on another trade, but look at their HP. 5 and 3. Still a good job by GODSENT to actually get themselves into a position where they can still win this round. Twist has a tech. Oh, the Deagle is not gonna work on Scantaris. He will punish him for that peak. And now it's 20 seconds on the clock. Lekro can't afford to catch a bullet. He would be down. He gets 1, but Despy with the reply, even though he's been tagged. 15-5 in favor of Space Soldiers. And just for Jethro, it's 22 kills for Paz, 19 for Despy, 18 for Xantaris, 14 and 11 for Engine and TGOCS. And on the other side, we have 15 for Lekro, 12 for Schneider, Twist with 13, 11 and 9 for Pov and Pronex. It's not Xantaris doing the majority of the work. And now it's the terrorists trying to do some work here in the last, or possible last round. It's a 3v3 and they really put up some effort here. But they don't know that Engine is still inside the chicken hut. He hasn't shown himself yet. And it seems like GODSENT have forgotten that Engine is playing that position almost all the time. Xantaris and himself get a frag each, make it a 2v1. Pronex on the brink of defeat. He can't prevent it from happening. 16-5 in favor of Space Soldiers. What a performance by the Turkish squad. Really amazing to see them upset the Swedish. Really promising lineup by the Swedes. I don't want to take away anything from them. But that was really not the showing that they were hoping for in this quarterfinal. They will head on to fight against Dignitas in the semi-final of the Go Champions League Season 3. I thank you guys for tuning in. This has been a really cool evening. I expected a 2-1 win in favor of GODSENT. So I hope you're not too upset if you're from Sweden. And I hope that you are really happy for Space Soldiers, because they deserve it. They work so hard for all those games. They have upset SK in Copenhagen games, not for no reason. So I'm really curious to see them play against Dignitas later on. I will keep you updated on my Twitter, so make sure to follow it. And make sure to watch !news if you have missed any news of the past week. Love you out there. Stay healthy. I will be back with the next matchup on Monday. So, and make sure to follow it because we have some really cool matches coming up on Saturday. Stay tuned to my tweet.
You got spare game codes or any digital goods? There is a place you can sell them in less than 1 minute. Watch. Go to G2A.com. Click Start Selling. Fast Login. Go to My Account and click on Selling tab. Sell new item. Enter name, code, set a price. And done. G2A.com Digital Marketplace. Global selling simplified.